Alright, what's up? So, a while back, I followed Kanye West on Twitter. Not really thinking twice about it. This was like over a year ago. If I'm gonna be fully honest, I don't know how long ago it was. I just know that I did. But again, if I am going to be honest, I completely forgot that I did. And I completely forgot that I also had notifications on. Now, in hindsight, why would I do this? I have absolutely no idea. But that's my own decision that I made. But anyway, the main point of what I'm trying to get at is that I was just watching a movie the other day, minding my own business, when I get a notification from Twitter. Yes, I am going to call it Twitter. I don't care. What a stupid name for an app. X, are you serious? Now, I use Twitter to keep up with my sports teams and news, as any sane person should. So you can probably imagine my shock when I get the notification and it says, Free Puff, obviously referring to the diddler. Then came the Twitter rampage that lasted a few days. Now, I wanted to talk about this, give my own thoughts on it, and I'd like to hear your opinions in the comments too, if you saw what was going on. So I guess our story begins at the Grammys. So Kanye West and his wife, Bianca Censori, I think that's how you pronounce her name, so they showed up to the Grammys looking like this. Now, that's decently normal, whatever. You could be Jaden Smith wearing a house on your head, like, what was that? But the real problem began whenever they had a photo shoot, because out of nowhere, Bianca started taking her coat off. And, it was not a dress or anything. It was basically nothing. Now, I've seen the censored version. Still really don't want to risk putting that up on YouTube. But I mean, yeah, this was just insane. And I know this woman is known for wearing crazy outfits since she's been with Kanye, but this was an insane new level. So yeah, controversial incident number one of the past 2 weeks. So then, of course, came the Twitter rampage, and Kanye West is known for being on and off of Twitter. But no, he went on an entire rampage. I mean, this was insane. First was the stuff about Free Diddy, which is not harmless at all, but compared to what he was about to say, I mean, it's completely different. So we all know that interview of Kanye West. I'm sure you know.
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
Now, to this day, I don't know why he said especially instead of even. Even if he did say even, that would still be bad, but it wouldn't be as bad. Now, while this was completely ridiculous, honestly, I thought this was a one-off thing. I thought nothing like this would happen again, but hey, it's Kanye, so what can you really expect? Yeah, it happened again in the Twitter rampage. So the first of these tweets is absolutely crazy. He says, I love Hitler, now what? That is ridiculous. Now, do not clip that and take that out of context, please. It's honestly crazy that someone could fall this far, being one of the greatest producers and rappers of all time, to saying that he loves the Mustache Man, one of the worst people in human history. And people were on Twitter like, I can't defend this guy anymore. I don't know how many more he made graduations I got in me. Mind you, he's tweeting this, and this is only the start. This is only the start. This guy said, I ain't done something controversial in a week. It's time to fuck shit up. That's crazy. Then from there, he doubled, tripled down. He even called himself a Nazi, which is crazy considering that he's supposed to represent the communities that they would have oppressed. Of course, he's not a part of all of them, but as a general consensus, he's supposed to be representing that rather than putting him on the other side, which is just, it's completely ridiculous. I mean, it's frankly inexcusable. But I think the thing that finished off whatever respect fans had left for him was what he said about Virgil Abloh. Now, Virgil was the creator of Off-White, and he was the creative designer at Louis Vuitton. A great designer and a great man, and he was friends with Kanye. I've actually heard they were really close. Now, Virgil sadly passed away due to a rare form of cancer, but despite their friendship, Kanye decides to go on Twitter, and what does he tweet? He tweets, fuck Virgil. Now, with the amount of respect people have for Virgil and what seemed like a great friendship, obviously people are going to get really mad at this. I mean, this is very warranted. This is someone who you thought was a great friend with this other guy who passed away, and now he's on Twitter dissing him. It's disrespectful and it's unacceptable. Now, Kanye decided to tweet through the night, and I was not going to be paying attention to that. I needed to sleep. As it turned out, he was tweeting for over 24 hours straight. Said several times that he was going to stop tweeting, but did he? No. But the next night, he came on Twitter and decided to say, oh, this has all been a social experiment. Thank you, Elon, for letting me tweet. Now, this would be okay if he said something silly and whimsical and ridiculous, but no. With the type of stuff he's tweeting, even if he's messing around, this is completely ridiculous to say. I mean, his fans are going to be reading that. Younger people are going to be reading that. Although, personally, I don't think younger people should be on Twitter. So, irregardless, even if it is a social experiment, the type of stuff that he was saying just, it should not be said. But was Kanye done tweeting? Was he just messing around, and was this just a social experiment? Or was he going to continue saying the same exact type of stuff? Yeah, if you picked A, you were wrong. He continued. He continued. It was not a social experiment. He continued with the same stuff. At that point, I was just like, I'm not paying attention anymore. I don't care. I don't need to see any of this. I had long since unfollowed him. I wasn't really paying attention. I went back and checked just to see if he was still going. Every single time I did, yeah, he was still going. Now, I guess this is stage 3 of the Twitter Kanye saga. The guy just started straight up posting porn. So, like, of course, I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not gonna check his account anymore. I mean, it's crazy that the same guy who was talking about how porn ruined his family and ruined his relationships is the same guy marketing it on his X account, on his Twitter account. I didn't check anymore, but from what I saw from other Twitter accounts, Kanye West had one last stand. One more chance to gain redemption, if that's really what it was. So Kodak Black, I'm sure you've heard of him, he was filmed eating chicken in the middle of a street. He looked very unhealthy, and yeah, someone probably should have checked on him. But the one man who took up the mantle and said he was going to, Kanye West. Here's what he had to say.
I know y'all thinking I'm going through something right now, and I got bags under my eyes and shit. But I just saw a video of Kodak, and I wouldn't want nobody to like do an intervention on me. That's why I want to put this video up, because y'all might think, oh man, Ye really going through right now. Somebody need to go get him. Oh, yo, go take his Twitter and stuff like that. But I'm just telling you calmly that I am in a good space. I'm really in a positive space. It's cathartic. I got my ideas out. That's all that happened. And that was very freeing for me, and it was worth everything. It was worth everything to do that. So let's start there. Now, I've seen this video of my brother Kodak, and I feel a calling. He's actually wearing this Donda chain. And it's not just because he's wearing a chain, but it's like, how he's sitting here wearing this chain unless something's saying to go and get my brother. And I thought about it before. I was like, man, I should go down to Miami. Maybe I could be the person that could make a difference. And
so it turns out Kodak was actually in Atlanta or something, but I wanted to break down a few parts of that video. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That was not getting your ideas out. That's a little more than that. Sure, it might feel freeing, but the type of stuff you were saying and marketing to your fans is way too far. There's getting stuff off your chest, and then there's saying the kind of stuff that you were saying. Now, regardless to everything I'm saying, I think the fact that he's going to check on him is actually, it's a pretty cool thing to do, despite all the stuff he's been doing. Now, Kodak had a response to this. He thanked Kanye, which, yeah, of course, that makes sense. But then he went on by saying he's one of the only people out here who thinks that Diddy should be freed. Now, I realize the way I sound that, how that sounds, but I'm saying that it sounded like he was agreeing with him. He's like, oh yeah, you're one of the only ones standing up here for Diddy.
Some whole other shit. Kind of like, Kanye the only nigga still fuck with Diddy, because he know he ain't gay.
Like, are we serious? It's beyond that. It's the kind of stuff that he's allegedly done. Absolutely ridiculous thing to say. So, yeah, this has been the Kanye saga. No idea if there will be another part, probably, honestly, knowing Kanye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and of course, turn on notifications. It'll let you know when I upload. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know your opinions on this situation. I'm always willing to hear. And, yeah, I'll catch you in my next video. See ya.